Hey guys, Steve, All Electric Family. Today I'm going to go and do a 10 to 80% on the Ford Lightning with the extended range battery. This time I'm going to do it on the 150 kilowatt chargers. Reasoning for a 150 kilowatt charger is because of two reasons. One, you pull up to a EVgo or an Electrify America and you have the 350s, one, out of order, unavailable, or somebody is charging at those. So you want to know how long is it going to take to charge on the 150s versus the 350s. Two, also, I want to kind of debunk a little bit that a Ford Lightning can handle the 350 kilowatt chargers, and it takes longer on the 150 kilowatt chargers. The station that I'm going to is going to be Electrify America, as 150 and 350. On the units, they both say 500 amp outputs, but from what I have seen, even when it says that, that is the max. And so on the 150, it puts less amperage out there, so you are unable to actually charge at the max charge that the F-150 Lightning can do. So that's it. Maybe I'm wrong about that. We will find that out. Maybe it doesn't take that much longer. Maybe it's just a null point, but that's what we're going to find out today. The last time it took 47 minutes to go from 10 to 80%. So we'll see how long it takes. We're down to 10% now, just getting ready to pull into Electrify America, and we'll get this test going. All right, so what I do is I activate it on my phone, plug it in, and then I also start a timer on my phone just to make sure that that's actually accurate. Right now, the charges are complimentary, so I will enter my phone number in there. Hopefully they'll text me the receipt, or we'll just have to make sure and catch it at the end, or I'll just do this test again when it's not complimentary so I can actually have the receipt. But let's get her going. It's a nice looking screen there. See, this says 500 amp max output, but from what I can tell with a little bit of math, we are only getting 300 amp output. So it's up to 108 kilowatts. So it'll definitely take longer. It'll just be interesting how much longer it takes. We got going here. I was talking to a gentleman that wanted to know some information, so sorry I wasn't talking to you then. But yeah, it looks like 300 amps is the max of this particular charger. Well, we hit 25% here. It just bumped up to 11 minutes. And we're at 109 and 110 kilowatts that we're charging at. So we'll probably stay here for quite a while, maybe even real close to 80%. That'll be interesting to see. And then also how long it'll take. If that's the case, my assumption is it'll be about 3 to 5 minutes slower than the 47 minutes, which really isn't that much longer, but we'll see. The one thing I do want to say is when we were in Longmont, we were at a 150 kilowatt charger, and that one on the side of it said 350 amps, and it was actually outputting 350 amps. We're getting about 120 to 122 kilowatts on the charge. So these units must be all different. So I would say this is going to be a bit of worst case scenario at Electrify America, but don't quote me on that. It's Electrify America. So, all right. We're at 27%, and I'll check back in with you in a little bit. Well, halfway point, we're at 45%. So 35% state of charge is what we've gotten so far. Roughly about 46 kilowatt hours has been delivered, and it took a little over 25 minutes to get there. So if we actually stay this until 80%, that'll mean, it'll be 50 minutes. So just 3 minutes slower than the 350 kilowatt charger. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know if that's actually what's going to happen or not. And we are still at 112 kilowatts being delivered. So still decent rate of charge. Obviously not as high as it was when we were on the 350, but you can check that video out. It was kind of jumping up and down at this point from like 120 to 90 kilowatts. So yeah. All right. I'll catch you back if this thing starts ramping down or anything like that. So at 60%, you can start to hear the fans on the Lightning going a little bit more. Still not even close to what it was doing on the 350s. But yeah, that's kind of interesting. Took until about 60% to start hearing those fans. We're at 79% here. Oh, just hit 80. So, just like last time, right when I hit 80, it dropped down to 60 kilowatts. We're currently at 58 minutes. I'll kind of let it run its course here. All right, there you go. So it took 51 minutes, got close to 95 kilowatt hours, and yeah, this was complimentary, so. So it would have cost $17.62, but they're doing a software update, I guess, so they are making it complimentary. I'm gonna enter my phone number, then I'll talk to you in a second. So there you have it. It took 4 minutes longer than it did on the 350 kilowatt charger, and yeah, really not that bad. I thought it would take a little bit longer. The thing just basically started at 105 as the pack voltage went up. Obviously the kilowatts were able to go up because it's delivering the same amount of amperage, and my guesstimate is that's about 300 amps. And then once it hit 75%, then it dropped down to about that 100 kilowatts. And well, it slowly dropped down to that 100 kilowatts, and then once it hit that 80%, it dropped to the 60 kilowatts. But that's very similar to what it was doing on the 350 chargers. I thought this was kind of a cool test. Only 4 minutes. That's not as bad as I thought it would be, to be honest. So, and the fans weren't running that much, so it was fine. So if you find that this video is helpful to you, please subscribe to our channel. We do a lot of adventuring around with our camper. We tow our camper, and then also go on a bunch of road trips with the family of 5 and our dog. So if you find that interesting, please follow along. All right, we'll see you on the next one, guys. Okay, guys, after doing some calculations, I did come up with that charger was producing 350 amps. So sorry about that. I was saying 300, but it was 350 amps. Just wanted to let you guys know that earlier in the video. That's what I was talking about. But anyways, 51 minutes is what it took on a 150 kilowatt charger. And that's from 10 to 80%. Or if you want to know miles on the highway, that'll get you about 180 miles. Or if you're kind of doing a combination town and highway, that'll get you roughly about 230 miles. And if you're towing, it'll get you about 110 miles. Just so you have an idea how many miles that'll get you in 51 minutes on a 150 kilowatt charger. Thanks, guys.